Alright, so this Uvalde thing is fast pissing me off more and more and more the more shit I watch on it. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm headed up on the mountain and gonna go have some peace and quiet. Right here, this is the County Justice Center, Sheriff's Department, Uvalde Police Department, Uvalde Police Department. This is the Department of Public Safety. State Police Barracks, something like that. I've heard the DPS get tossed out a lot in this. Right here, this is the school. Right in here is where the guy crashed his grandmother's pickup after he shot her. People from this funeral home went running over there to see if he needed help, and he started shooting at him. So from wherever it is that he shot his grandmother, got to here, took shots at these guys, came over to the school where the teacher broke protocol by propping a door open. You have 4 different departments that should have been responding to the very first 911 call. We have an active shooter. The guy shot his grandmother. Why are they leaving that out? This is why are they ignoring his posts on social media? It's reported that at least a year ago, he made claims he was going to shoot up a school. But yet, in the last week and a half, he bought 2 different guns and over 1,000 rounds of ammo. And that was, what, he shot over 100 rounds in a few minutes? Okay, that's 3 30-round mags, 30, 60, 90. So he had at least 4 mags. You have the cops standing around out here, tackling parents, tasing parents, pepper spraying parents, arresting parents, because the cops are standing on their dick and parents are doing what parents do. If you don't have kids, you don't get it. When your child is in danger, you'll move a mountain to try to get to your kids. But all the cops could do was stand around and give this guy maximum efficiency. This school is supposed to have some kind of a resource officer or something like that his job is to eliminate threats. The teacher propped the door open. The cops stand around jerking each other off for over an hour. But let's blame the gun. That is the best that anybody can come up with. It isn't that this kid gave all the warning signs in the world. The cops knew him. The sheriff's department knew him. The kid had issues. But let's blame the gun. Uvalde Police Department. This is one place, or one site, or not one, well, it is one site, but I found two. I tried to find the personnel of both departments. I believe this department right here is this one right here. I believe it is. When I clicked on the other police department, this is what I got. Number 1 of 4 departments in Uvalde. Number 2 of 5 departments in Uvalde County. This is this department's ranking in the state of Texas. It's number 425 of 1583 police departments in Texas. It is number 5,572 in police department. All its information. Full-time sworn officers, 37. And even though it is a small department, they have to have a critical response team. And the best they could do is, we need more bulletproof vests. We need more weapons. We need to be more militarized. I'll show you which department that is. That's the information on this department here. And this, like I say, I think, because when I clicked on that, this is the one that came up. Tells you everything to do if you're stopped, if you're in an accident, bend over, kiss your ass, and all that kind of shit. But it doesn't, never says anything about department accountability. They never do, because they're never accountable. They just investigate themselves and find out they did no wrongdoing. What I want to know is, from the first call, you have a sheriff's department, police station, Department of Public Safety, which, the way I understand it, is state police. Why weren't they all converging? All they had to do was find, I don't know where the house was. So I don't know where he shot his grandma in the face. His grandma, so far, is alive. She's made the initial 911 call. Neighbors made the call. I'm kind of assuming that it is somewhere in this area, which is bad because I don't know. But if he was in this area, this residential area, shot his grandma, when the cops got there, the neighbors would have said the shooter took her truck. Why were not... wouldn't it be standard protocol? You got a psycho running around. Let's get between the incident and the school. He wrecked the pickup supposedly in this ditch, culvert, shot at these guys, and then came to the school. According to the news, I'm going to assume I seen chain link. I don't know if this is a door. I'm not even going to go there and make assumptions because I do not know. I don't know what door he entered, so I'm leaving that alone. But in the whole time, he gets into the school. You have a couple of cops. They come running up. He cuts loose with a couple of rounds. And they retreat. I already showed all cops have bulletproof vests, all of that. Does anybody want to get shot at? No. Has anybody seen what Grady Judd said about this? Sheriff Grady Judd. If you've never listened to this guy, he is awesome. He straight out says, if you come to one of our schools and you want to shoot stuff, we will shoot you graveyard dead. That's the way it should be. And he straight up says, nobody wants to be shot at. But when you drop your kids off and you count on us to keep your kids safe, we will do everything in our power. We're not going to run out and hide and give somebody an hour, over an hour, to shoot at will. WFLA News, Channel 8. It's out of Florida. And this guy lays it down. He calls out shit and says it exactly like he thinks. This, as far as I'm concerned, could have been totally prevented if there would have been an appropriate response time and action would have been carried out. But in the days of quota hires, based on what bathroom you use, the color of your skin, and not having the most qualified people for the job, this shit's gonna happen. And if there's protocols in place, I don't give a shit if it's the very best teacher in the school. If they break a protocol, fire them. All the doors are supposed to be locked. You are not supposed to gain entrance. Yet a teacher propped the door open. Put something in the door so the door couldn't close. Why? Where was the school resource or whatever they call him, resource officer, I think it is? Where was he? Nothing about this adds up or makes any sense. But these guys need better equipment. No, you need a set of balls, and everybody knows when you take a job, I don't care what job it is. When I went into the coal mine, I knew the dangers. I knew what we faced. You go in, once you get 2-3 miles underground, there's no guarantee you're coming out that night. But you accept it you go in, you bust your ass, and you do your job, and luckily we never had no incidents that made us wonder if we were going home. And it's like that with any job. Chasing cows, you're on a young horse, kind of spooky, flighty. You can get stacked up, break your neck, and then you're waiting on somebody to find you, and hopefully you're still sucking wind when they find you. Everything has its dangers. If you're going to wear the costume, then you need to carry on. And if you have somebody tell you stand down, and you're hearing the gunshots and you're hearing the kids, it's when you tell that person that told you to stand down to kiss your ass. So anyway, this is not adding up at all. Alright, later.